All right, so Charlotte and Yami are out. We're gonna be going over their full kits in game. All right. Well, I mean, we're gonna go in game, but I also have the full translations from Ollie for Charlotte. Okay. So for Yami, I have the translations on Translate, Google Translate. But then for Charlotte, we could check it in here, obviously. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Honestly, these units are looking okay. All right. I think that on global we'll have a better idea with Dorothy because I feel like Dorothy's going to be worked a bit around these units, but on JP, they don't really have too much. So I'm really considering what teams like I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess you would put Vanessa so you could give invulnerability to Yami, or you could bring like I don't know. I really don't. Right? Cuz you can't use Charlotte. Okay? So I feel like Valk is going to be a good option. Maybe Mimosa to res. I think Mimosa to res wouldn't be bad. Yeah, that could be good. That could definitely be good. For sure. Actually, yeah, no, Mimosa to res. And what's good is that Charlotte and Yami are maybe Vanessa to remove immortality too. We'll have to see. We will have to see. I think I could find some fun teams with them. Now then, let's start with Charlotte since we have it fully translated. Thank you to Ollie once again for this. All right, so she's a red attacker, and one thing is she's the highest speed attacker because she's at 115, and she's at 110. Okay, so she gets 3 speed here and then 2 speed from level 125. So she's the first DPS at level 100 to be at 110 speed. She's the highest attacker in terms of speed because everyone else is at 109. She's at 110 at max dupe. Insanely good. Insanely good. So, skill 1. If your partnered mage has less than 4 SP or less, grant yourself SP plus 1. And if Sunbath is present on self, you get a 30% speed buff for 1 turn. Now, 30% is actually going to be very good for her because that 30% puts her above. I mean, actually, technically, yeah, no, it's going to be putting her like pretty much against the rest of the units because at this point it makes her quicker. She's gonna be she's gonna be quicker than everyone because she's at 115 speed for sure. Now skill 2 AOE. Okay, AoE, remember, you have to be careful if you're fighting a Black Divider team. But if you're not, bro, these units are going to be so good against Mono Green. So good against Mono Green. That is one of the best things for sure, right? So it's an AoE. It puts Mark, okay? It puts Mark, which is insane. Because obviously what Mark does is when you kill someone with Mark, you get an extra turn. Now, if you have Sunbath, you get a 30 you and Yami technically or your partner mage get a 30% attack buff which stacks with a level attack buff. Very good. And then the skill page adds bleed. Okay, this bleed is going to be good for her because on her ult for every instance of bleed she gets 45% damage increase. And then if Yami's alive on your team and he does not have beach training, Yami gets the beach training buff which gives Yami immortality. Okay, now hit her passive. If Swimsuit Yami is your partnered mage, at the start of the wave, grant Sunbath to you and your partnered mage, which is when HP is below 30%, you grant 90% lifesteal. So you're going to be at max HP decently enough, right? The thing is, this is all the time, anytime you fall below 30%, because it doesn't say once only. Okay, so anytime you fall below 30 and you're still alive, you could heal yourself back up, which is pretty decent. Okay, actually pretty decent. And obviously for Yami, he's gonna be getting that life steal, which is definitely good. Okay, now then, dupe 2. When you take damage from a defender, you get a 30% damage reduction for all attackers. This kind of sucks, right? This kind of sucks because what defenders right now, Noel and Mario. So I feel like they're doing this with Mario in mind for the AoE. For Mario, this is going to be good too, actually. Now that I'm thinking of it, holy. Yeah, for Mario, this is going to be good. But the thing is, another thing is that we know Black Asta might be getting a second skill page, so it might be future proof. But the problem is, like Valkyrie Noel single target. Usually Charlotte's not going to be getting attacked, right? Unless it's by a bot. Obviously combo turn 1 maybe, but yeah, you know. Now dupe 5. At the start of the wave, grant debuff immunity to yourself and partner mage for 2 turns. So, I mean, this is going to be good versus Dorothy in the future, because obviously Dorothy is going to be there. So, debuff immunity for 2 turns is very good. Right, very good. Now, normal combo is mark on an enemy single target, I think. Single target? Single target, yeah. Now, with Yami, It applies Mark. Okay, it does still apply Mark. And then it grants self and partner mage 30% damage increase for 2 turns. So remember, 30% damage increase, attack here. Okay, so even with my shitty gear set, I'm going to be able to do damage. Let's go. Let's go. Now, Grimoire Skull and Skill 2 adds the bleed, but then the passive is upon attacking an enemy taking bleed, there's a 55 to 100% chance to grant a 40% damage increase, which is wrong, I think. Because right now it's a 10% damage increase, yeah. So they got to keep that in mind. I'm not getting this up. I'm mainly getting it for the bleed, right? That's the main thing. So I have the bleed. But obviously I'm going to do less damage, but to be fair, her gear set kind of sucks either way. So there is that. But yeah, Charlotte actually is going to be very good, right? She is going to work, I think, against the mono green team. We're going to probably fight that in the showcase video. But against mono green, she's actually going to work very, very well. I do think she's going to work very, very well. So we'll have to see, but I'm kind of liking this Charlotte. Okay, she's not my favorite unit, but I'm definitely liking her. Okay, and her damage multipliers is she's going to be doing more damage on her ult than Magna easily, which is insane because Magna does a lot of damage. Because for every bleed, right, and then she has bleed here, but then Yami is also going to apply bleed. So we're going to see that later. But yeah. Okay, let's go on to Yami now. Okay, Yami is a 103 speed DPS. He does have bleed on 2 of his skills, which 3, all of his skills actually. On combo 2, yeah. So everything he applies, even if it's single target, has bleed. So keep that in mind. Okay. Skill 1. If your partner has 4 or more special points, give yourself SP. So basically, if Yami has 4 or less, Charlotte gets SP, but if Yami has 4 or more, he gets SP. And if Beach Training is effective on you, inflicts bleeding. Okay, so Beach Training, from what I remember, is going to be his buff. I'm trying to see. I'm not really sure. I think Beach Training is his buff. I think we'll see. We'll see a bit later. I'm pretty sure. Okay. No. Beach Training is never mind. Never mind. Beach Training is this buff. It's this buff that Charlotte gives. Yeah, it's the buff that Charlotte gives. Okay. All right. That's just had to make sure. I did had to make sure. So it's the one you get from Charlotte's ult. Okay. So yeah, you could get it in another way, but we'll talk about that now. Okay. So if you have the buff you get from Charlotte's ult, you get to bleed. Okay. That's it. All right. And it shows speed, but why? I think they put the wrong thing. I do think they put the wrong thing, because if we check in game, there is no speed. He gets it from the skill page, but not that. Now then. You give bleed to an enemy, okay, and then if Beach Training is effective on you, grants a 20% mobility buff to your partner. That's actually really interesting. Okay, that could actually be pretty good to get Charlotte more turns. I like that. I do like that actually. Yeah. Okay. Making Charlotte the one getting more is pretty interesting. I mean, I'm all for it. I am all for it. Now then, the ult. Attack the enemy after removing barrier. Okay. Level 5 defense penetration. And then when killing an enemy, inflict bleeding to all enemies. Wow. Okay. So it's an AoE bleed. So you have single target bleed, but then AoE bleed if you kill. And he has defense penetration level 5 plus barrier removal. I could see that being good. We're going to continue on and I'll tell you why. Now then, the combo inflicts bleed on the normal one, but then with Charlotte, bleed, and then level 3 attack power increase to yourself and the partner. So turn 1, you could do, I feel like turn 1, what you would do is you combo with Yami. Okay. Yeah, you're going to combo with Yami. Then that combo is going to give you the damage increase. Okay. So you get the damage, the attack increase. And then you get the damage increase. So 30% damage increase, 70% attack increase. And then you ult with Charlotte so that she could give the Beach Training. Okay. So she's going to give the Beach Training. All right. And then Yami's going to be safe. Or if you're using a res unit, I guess it won't matter. So you could also save it. If you want to, you could use this skill too. And then at that point, you're going to have a 30% attack increase, a 70% attack stack increase, and then a 30% damage increase. It's going to be pretty good. It will be. It will definitely be. Now then, unique. When placed as a partner with Charlotte, the Beach Training effect to you is applied to you and your partner at the start of a wave. When the friendly camps... Huh? When the friendly camps Charlotte dies, she is She... Wait, no. Yami is given it. Hold on. Let me check that out in game because that is very confusing how they've worded it. So let me translate this to make sure. All right, so let's see. Okay. If Swimsuit Charlotte is your partner, grant the beach training effect to you and your partner at the start of the wave. You and your partner? But then it says if Swimsuit Charlotte on your team is incapacitated, you will receive the beach training effect once only per battle. Huh? This is really weird. Because it's saying you could get multiple immortalities? Am I wrong? Because it says we're gonna have to check, like when we check the showcase, obviously. Let me check this out. All right, so check out the showcase if you want to see all the animations and stuff. But we're just gonna see, does it apply the buff? Wait, they both get immortality. Yo, wait, these units are broken. Hold on, I need to DM Ollie. Ollie, oh my god, Yami could get immortality twice. Oh my god, what? So I don't think this is gonna give it, basically the way I'm seeing it, hold on. I leave the Ollie DMs, doesn't matter. So the way I'm seeing it is that if Charlotte is just on your team, but not in, like, not your partner, then this is gonna give you the immortality. But if Charlotte's your partner, both you and Charlotte get immortality. Yeah. Oh, I moved it. Whoops. Yo. That is crazy. Wait. These units are actually usable. Because you can't kill both of them. And then if, for example, you have Mimosa, then you get a res. Oh my god. And if you don't have it, then they still lifesteal. Holy shit. So my problem with these units was that Charlotte would die quick. Both of them have immortality. Oh my god. Now, you do 50% extra damage to defenders at dupe 2, and then at dupe 5, if you have no debuff on yourself, you get a 30% all attack power increase. I keep on showing my Ollie DMs. Oh my god. Okay, I changed tabs. So yeah, you could get 30% attack, 30% all attack, 70% attack, and 30% damage increase. That's insane. Okay, I'm actually really excited to try these units out. I'm really excited. And remember, this debuff, if there's no debuffs, you get 30% all attack. Charlotte has debuff block. Now, on Yami skill 2, if there's 2 or more bleeds on the enemy, he gets 2 SP. The thing is, to you and your partner. That is pretty good, but having 2 bleeds on one person is going to be pretty difficult. Okay, I might put this on Yami. And then if the enemy suffers continuous bleeding damage when attacking, you get 20% speed for 2 turns. So, yeah, I think these units are actually way better than I gave them credit for. I'm not going to lie. These units are way better than I gave them credit for because of that immortality. Let me actually put Yami's skill page on because that's going to be pretty crazy. Yeah, okay. Big W. Yeah, let's try these units out. I'm very excited. So yeah, Yami has the better gear, which makes sense because he gives himself all attack. So he's going to be the one doing a bit more damage. And it's going to be better for Charlotte because if Yami kills with the ult, then he applies an extra AoE, which is then going to let Charlotte do even more damage. Wow. Okay, so yeah, Yami has 3 ways of getting immortality. I don't know. Can you get... You could literally apply immo 3 times, I think, on Yami. I don't know. That's insane. Okay, well, we're going to try it out. I'll see you guys in the next one. These units are actually really good, really interesting, and they look very fun together. I will have a lot of fun with them soon. See you guys. Bye-bye.